All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And if you want to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw, it is the Reggae Boyz Rasta Watch, in which we covered majority of the players that we do know on the list, and also some of our main players. We will talk about like Pinnock that was not on the list because of injury. We have to talk about that as well because we saw some confusion. Worst off, he played just a while ago. Yes, we have to chop all of those things and go through the rest of the things. After 30 minutes, we will open the panel because this will only be a 1 hour show. All right? Yes, and we will try to do this at least until all the players travel to Jamaica or to the destination they're going to be playing the game. All right, so let me big up everyone in the chat. El Padrino, massive respect. Jason, massive respect. Float Management, massive respect. CPT, Rico, massive respect. Jobless, Josh, everyone, massive respect. I know questions will be asked, but I love the fact today people texted me during this game, and all of those persons, I explained the injury that the coach talked about and what Manchester United will do in the second half and how it's going to work. It's going to show him up that he has the injury. All right. The difference is his club couldn't do without him, and that's the type of level of player Jamaica do have. All right. Yes. So let me get straight into it, people. All right. And that is not me making excuse for the coach or nothing, because I had dialogues with people when the game was actually going on, and I actually told them what Manchester United would have done in the second half, and that's when you're going to see Pinnock by himself isolated. Thought that first half, the reason why he looks so cemented is because his other personnels were closer to him, so he gets to work in his closer space, and any spills beside him, everything is okay. But once the stretch of the pitch occurred, yes, with the Garnachos, the Anthony, players had to be taking their own out wide a little bit more, and it gives a little bit more free room for Manchester United to play. But this was an incredible performance from Pinnock yet again, and that shows Jamaica that he's our best player. Period. All right. On his day, he is borderline world-class type of players. All right. Obviously, today he never had that extra mobility, and I thought that would have caught him out. All of the persons that texted me throughout the stream, throughout the match, can attest to that. I said it to them directly. Said, don't worry yourself, because they were questioning how can he make this team but can't make the Jamaica team. And I'm saying the coach said he had an injury. He's going to play this match, but after that they are going to try and work on it, and that's where he has his medication available. And it's not going to cost Jamaica any money that they don't have. Let me know if you're all right with that. Some people, I think they're just going to try to find problems. But for me, I am not finding any problem because I know Jamaica has no money to pay for no player. You understand me? And you can't let a player come here and be injured, and then he can't play anymore to feed his family, and none of you guys will check on him. I am almost certain of that part. So you stay at your club and get whatever is given to you. Period. All right, that's my take. If you have a different take, I have no problem for that. So let me give you Pinnock. Pinnock's numbers was monster by far. The most superior stats on the field, but at the same time, he had the last touch of this last play, and that last play was all down to the injury that he's carrying, why he couldn't stretch crossed over to McTominay to even try latch on to the shot. So clearly, it tells you at the same time he's carrying the injury as to how we can praise him. So that means the coach was not lying in what he had to say. All right. 90 minutes played, 17 clearances, which he topped the Premier League last year in clearances. Continue on that feat and look like he's going to even run away with it again. So based on his performances, he's going to be in the best defenders in the league again. 3 block shots, 3 interceptions, 2 tackled, and 1 dribble pass, which is the one that cleared him with McTominay, that won the game for Manchester United. 2 of 3 ground duels, lost the one dribble pass. Aerial duels, 2 of 2. Last possession only 99 times, 62 touches, and his passes today against a team that's pressing them and they are in a low block. It is impressive again, 76%, which is 25 of 33. Long balls attempted 4. We saw those guys latched on to as many as possible, but none of Pinnock's one came cross. But Pinnock, for me, he held them together. So I would not say he cost them the game because he held them together. Without him, I think they would have scored way more. All right, now for JD. Injured Pinnock. Yes, stop making excuses at this point. The same goes for Hutchinson. All right, I don't know what you're talking about, you know. You're just making up stories to have an argument. The reason why I said injured Pinnock was because of what the coach said, he's carrying an injury. So it had nothing to do with the game itself. All right, yes. So that is Ethan Pinnock. People, please, as you come in, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. At the halfway mark, which is 30 minutes, I will drop the link so people can come in and say their piece. All right, as you saw here, Bobby Reid game still going on. Still going on right here. Just shut off, all right? I missed around 5 minutes in that game. All right, yes, I'm going to pull that up. Bobby Reid was the first scorer and an integral part of the team's display today. Integral part of the team's display today, all right? Bobby Reid, Mr. Reliable, man. Mr. Reliable. All right, so let me bring up Bobby Reid right here. 3-1 in the end. And as you could see, 78 minutes played, 1 goal on the day, 1 shot off target as well as the one on target, 2 of his shots blocked, 2 dribbles attempted, 1 completed, 42 touches in the game, 18 of 21, which is 86%, 1 key pass on the day, 5 of these crosses and none completed. Ground duels, 4 of 9, and aerial duels, 1 tried and lost at 1. 14 possession and lost. And on the defensive side, 2 was fouled once and 2 tackles completed with 1 dribble pass. All right, so Bobby Reid a 7.5 and Saka Sofa. He was integral towards the system's play. And we have to just keep and give this man respect yet again. All right, Kate said, so why isn't Pinnock in the Reggae Boyz squad? They said, all right, no, we have to chop up things the right way, the people. Because they said, he's carrying an injury. Clearly, we don't know the dialogue between if we can take care of that injury. It's the fourth time I'm hearing the coach said that he has an injury. A player has an injury, and it's better for them to stay at their clubs because we can't facilitate those high-tech equipment and stuff. 4 times in the last 3 months. So I heard that we are trying to cap out and look ways out, but it's 4 times. So now you have to start ask the JFF, why is it we don't have facilities, or why is it our teams does not have the natural setup to take care of these players, if they can even give us 50%. That's what we need to start ask people, rather than Trey Moon, stop selling your acreage, all right? Because it's 4 times he's coming out and he's blatantly saying that these players have to go back to their clubs to get treatments rather than coming here to get treatment. So we need to start ask some questions on the JFF side. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the stream a little bit faster so people can come in and say their piece, because at an hour I want to finish. All right, so people, please do hit the like button because we do our job. All right, regardless if you don't like my opinion, but what you do when you hit the like button, it helps us in the algorithm. All right, yeah, man. So I'm in the post-match talk. I'm gonna drop the link for that so people can come in and give their take. All right, yes. Crucial fact that people will never be satisfied no matter what squad select. However, we still have a lot of players that should give us more than the result. I wouldn't say more than the result, you know. JD, there is no hatred on my part, but it has been obvious This isn't the first, second, or third time. Yeah, but you keep on avoiding the part of the coach keep on saying that the players have to go back to their clubs. And clearly he had a dialogue with them as well. So if they could have provided the treatment here, Tremon, you have to look at that side as well, because why we can't produce the treatment for the players them 3 moon. All right, if we could have provided treatment and then they still decide that they're going to go back to their club, then they could blame them 3 moon. I think that is a little bit too extra right there. 3 moon. You have to look at the side from where I'm coming from, because this is the 4th time the coach coming out, and the coach seems a little bit upset as to how he has to make them go back to their clubs. And clearly he's the one saying that. So it's a decision that they came together with 3moon. So I don't think this is not picking up for anybody. You get me? I don't know why I have to defend some things where that is the coach saying. If Cranky said he heard from the coach, and the coach does not seem like he's being genuine. All right, fair enough. And I'm not picking up for the coach. I'm just arguing 1 point, people. 1 point is different from the overall situation, what you got from the press conference. All right, yes. All right, so that's 2 of our players. 1 ain't coming, but 1 is coming. All right, so Bobby Reid, good start for him, a win, and he was an integral part to that win to get his team over the line. All right, so that's a good start. I was just sharing the link so people could come. I'm not saying that a dialogue hasn't taken place, but we've seen Antonio and his club go out of their way to ensure that he was available on multiple occasions because they sent their physio at that time. But remember, that was a different injury for Antonio 3moon. All right, so I don't know. So you have a point. 3moon. You definitely have a point. All right. You definitely have a point right there, 3moon, and I'm not going to argue with you. I will listen to what you have to say, which is fair enough. All right, fair enough. All right, let me just run down the other players them that played. All right, let me just run down the other players that played. Amari'i Bell never played for Luton, and he's out. He's not going to be back anytime soon. I think he's going to be even 1 week after the 2 weeks break. So it looks like it's the hamstring fully in effect. All right, yes. So you had other teams. Ipswich, which is Hutchinson's team, he came on as a substitute, as you could see, 4-2. He came on when it was 3-2, and then they added 1. He was an assister again in it to seal the day overall, but he was not the main integral part of the team, but he came on to secure the win, creating an assist. So Omari Hutchinson keep on doing great things for himself to boost his confidence, and definitely proving that he's a very good player. All right, and the next side now you had a Stoke with Leicester. Leicester, as you know, Leicester coming down from the Premier League and expected to go straight up. Daniel Johnson was playing for Stoke, as you saw here, an commendable performance from Daniel Johnson coming in. Thought he had a great window and fully deserved to be here. Hopefully he could get a better position to play in, but he's playing in a similar system as to what the coach deploys. So maybe this will help him or help the coach fitting him in the team regardless. All right, yes. I will bring Jason in on that Daniel Johnson conversation. All right, so Jason, what say you? Which game you want to talk about on first? Yes, and then I will bring it in. 1 second, let me just bring it in my Discord right here, because I'm not hearing you. So let me just bring it through my Discord right here. All right, so this, are you hearing me now, Jason? All right, so it looked like Jason attacked, but I'm not hearing Jason. So clearly I am doing something wrong right here. 1 second, big boss. 1 second. Let me close this Discord and return back. All right, look like I open it twice. 1 second. All right, so I will just fix that Discord situation, people. 1 second. so we can get people inside the chat to give their take. People smash the like button as you come in. Yes, because we're just running through all the guys so you can get the actual update as to who is available. All right, yes. All right, so let me try and get Jason back in. All right, so Jason is in, but for some reason I am not hearing him, so maybe it is my thing not coming through. All right, so let me try pull it up right here. All right, so property. 1 second, people. All right, so this is the property. Match. All right, match. Discard real tech. All right, audio console. I don't know what happened right there. All right, so 1 second, people. 1 second, 1 second. Let me get my audio here running. All right, my audio is okay. So I don't know why I'm not hearing it. Jason, are you hearing me? And let me know if if you are hearing Jason inside, because it looks like people would be able to hear Jason, but for some reason I am not hearing him. So it looks like I never plugged in. No, I think I was hearing it because I'm seeing it in the system. But it looks like I had my earplug not plugged in. Sorry about that. So go ahead. What you want to add to what I've talked about so far, and let me go through the rest of it.
Yeah, we'll just touch on a few of them. The Pinnock one, of course, I thought he played excellent. You could see towards the end of the game, as you were pointing out, as the game got stretched, their backline got stretched, and he was kind of having to defend in bigger spaces. You could see he wasn't getting around the pitch as nimbly as normal. And also, perhaps on the first goal, I just think he didn't have the energy left to clear the ball. Like, he couldn't kick the ball out, and he ended up bouncing it over to McTominay. So I think he just ran out of gas at the end. Also, every other set piece before that, I think the 17 clearances, I think he cleared every single set piece by himself. So you could see that he was running out of gas, and maybe the injury was starting to hamper him a bit. I made sure to watch all 90 minutes of that game, because I knew that a lot of the fan base don't really watch the press conferences, and they don't really listen to what the coach is saying. You guys have to understand the international window. When you have an injury like that and they need to treat it, that would require rest. So if he was to travel and play games with us, there's no rest time within that window, which means he would go back to Brentford and more than likely have to miss a couple of games, which they cannot afford. As you can see, they played him even not at 100%. So, on the Pinnock thing, guys, look, I do not make this about the dreaded C word of commitment. The coach was clear in why he's not coming, and we need to take it and analyze it and respect it. The coach could have came out and said he's not coming for personal reasons, and then we could have a big argument. But he did not do that. He specified on purpose. And I believe it's the backlash of some of the times in the previous times when he would give us reasons, he was not very specific. And I think he understands at this point that we have a space that we have here where we're going to dig deep and do investigative work. So he is learning, and I like how specific he was with his reason for why he's not coming. As far as the other players you brought up, Daniel Johnson, again, solid performance. Looks like he's pretty much a nailed-on starter now at Stoke, which is good. And I did notice as well they're playing a 4-4-2, which is kind of similar to the coach's system, but they are playing him in a wide role. So I'm wondering, I don't think that the coach sees him as a wide player. So I think he'll be somewhere in the midfield again, but we'll see where he's deployed. And very happy for Bobby Reid that he could get on the score sheet. Obviously, always a crucial part of our team. And, I just love the fact that when players are coming in, they have scored a goal and have some confidence under their belt. So good signs for everything with Jamaica. Just wish that Ethan was 100%, because clearly you can see the quality.
All right, thank you for that, Jason. Earl Banjo, Suriname in the building, massive respect. I heard people saying that why I'm not covering Trinidad and why I'm not covering, I'm covering everything that I can. But for the other day, I was sick and I still tried to come in with Jamaica, still tried to come in with Haiti, still tried to come in with Nigeria. So for the persons for Trinidad, sorry about that, but I will be back on my Concacaf job on the weekend. Don't worry yourself. I have not sold you out for Jamaica only, because I know the Jamaicans and burn me out every single time, but I will be back. but I just had to cover these Jamaican stories, and then I'm back on my Wemaxit channel. All right, yeah, man. Enough Jamaicans are here to cover Jamaica content by itself. Yes. So Earl Banja, big up yourself. Suriname content's coming up. Giovanni said exactly. People in the space with their IQ problem. All right. Hutchinson say he needs time to solidify himself in Ipswich. I have no problem with that right now. Mr. United said we can speculate United dime Kingdom. Only Hutchinson know why he's not taking the calls. We've to move. Okay. All right. Mr. United saying things. I will not get into that because I don't know. All right, so let me move on to the other players then, people. All right, so we had Jamal Lowe played yet again. They came out victors from the other day. He's playing, and every time he's playing, they are getting good results. So Jamal Lowe, keep on pushing yourself. Obviously, maybe you're not in the plans of the coaches for whatever reasons. So, but if you keep on playing good, that is just an opportunity for you to just be called one day. All right, so that is for Jamal Lowe. We had one of our centre backs name that we are going to rely on based on the fact that we don't have Mr. Pinnock, which is Deshaun Bernard. This was one of the games that I had peaks on. He was good in the game. He was less rash. So for people that thought that he's a rash footballer, if you go back to all of his games before, I think the injury that he had to, like, his timing was off. I think after, when he gets back to what we knew him as, I think he's going to be less rash. Because sometimes when you're not 100% sharp, your calculation between certain things don't go well. I.e. Damian Lowe, sometimes people will say Damian Lowe was rushed overall, which that might be true. But I saw enough from him to say that he could be a better player than what we saw for Jamaica. And at this point, he's looking much, much better game by game. You have anything to add to that, Jason? Then we can get into the comment section.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on with that. I think it's just, I think not only the injuries, but I think also just his lack of game time, over the last few years with his loans and injuries that he was going through. You can see that now that he's playing more regularly, you see the rash challenges kind of lessening. So it's all about timing, it's all about match fitness, and he's pretty much getting there now. So we're going to see much better from him. I totally agree.
Yeah. All right. So Daniel said, morning, JD. Good contents as always. Is it me or everyone else have the same issues where you can no longer see comments on playback, or it's just YouTube preventing it? Daniel, sometimes if I do this video short, that's why you guys have to come in and watch the video. YouTube have their policies. If they cut it short, they don't do a certain amount of numbers, which is not always high in the Jamaica category. They tend to hold the video for a day or so. But once you do so, or once you see the video over certain hours, like 2 hours and up, it will always be loaded. So just make sure you pay keen attention to the comment section, and you're going to see a double dot. So what you need to do is slide, because the first dot is for direct comments, and then the second dot is for the live comment. So maybe that's what you're missing. So make sure you check that. But if that's not the case, just use the next feature that I've talked about. All right. Giovanni said Trini need to offer JD citizenship like Nigeria for him to cover them. I am going to cover them regardless. I have covered them back in the days, and it will return. All right. Hutchinson waiting on England. It seems Aldine, that is the Craig Butler-ites, Whisper-ites type of people that sells that narrative. So it makes perfect sense why you would be giving a conclusive statement on something that he doesn't have any information on. All right. Gary says, Omar, I'll wait till him 30. No, I don't think so. All right. Fabian Full says, blessings, chat and JD. Remember, people don't buy crabs at Era's Circle. Very, very sad situation. Aldin said, I think I can say what I want. You can say what you want, but I will always shut it down. Anyways, Deshaun Bernard, 90 minutes played, 5 clearances, 3 tackles. Ground duels, 7 entered, completed. 9 entered, completed 7. Aerial duels, 4. Possession lost 14, and fouls committed once. And he had been fouled 3 times, something that I know I need to see more from him, which that comes from his fitness. He drove forward a lot more. So you can know that he's feeling much more comfortable, and that is what I've always looked for. So that's where you think you will see more or less rush tackles because he has more legs. 48 touches, he attempted 28 passes, completed 19 out of it, which is 68%, not the highest on the day. 4 long balls tried, all 4 was off. Dribbles attempted, which is in midfield, 1 of 1 completed. All right, so keep on pushing it, Deshaun Bernard, and I think that will help him. Then we have our boy at Rotherham versus Southampton, a next good team to test our boy Lembe Kisa. He started the first half, it was not his best first half, and as you could see, he had the lowest rating out of everyone. The first half, he recovered better in the second half. But I would say that this was not his best game. All right, you can go and check this one out. 90 minutes played, 2 clearances, 4 tackles, 3 times dribble pass, and you know that you're one of the last lines as well. All right, ground duels, 5 out of 11 completed. Aerial duels, 1 out of 3. Last possession, 9 times. 2 fouls committed and was fouled once. 29 touches on the day, and he lost possession 9 times. Accuracy in his passes out of 16 was 11, 69%. Long ball, 2, none was completed right there, and that's about it. He had a good energy. That's one thing you can talk about. And remember, he was coming off an injury himself. So I do believe that he will get himself in a better position. All right, that was Dexter Lembe Kisa. Then we have our brother at Oxford at this point. Seems to be playing a lot of positions. So I think Daniel Johnson, Greg Lee, they are helping the coach's system. They are helping the coach's system because they are playing so much formations, so much positions. I think they might help themselves in a position, in a position in the coach's system. You understand me? Because we have Daniel Johnson start playing in the left channel. Then you have Greg Lee playing right wing back. Then left midfield, left back, left centre back. So he's becoming a player that you would be happy to see in your team.
JD, just for clarity, I believe SofaScore made a mishap because he actually was playing left wing back today. So I don't know why they have him listed on the right side.
No, but because that's how he started for the first 5 minutes. Go and look back on it, and then I saw him go over. He goes higher, then go over the next side. So it's 3 positions he played in this one single game. So check it back and then confirm.
I was just basing it off the heat map because I only saw highlights of the game.
Yeah, but if he does 5 minutes,
no touches on the right side. So
okay. Let me pull it up to see. Okay, because maybe the limited of the time.
Concentrate on the left.
But he played 90 minutes, so maybe if it's the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you would have seen it bigger. But they should have had something over there for real. So for real. No so I don't know. But check it first, people, to confirm for the first set of minutes them where he was playing. All right, because I saw him 3 different positions on the field. All right, so check it to confirm. All right, maybe he never had touches over there, but they should still cover his movements or something on the entire pitches, not just touches. And I think that's what they do in the heat map. So it's surprising that he has not gotten any shade over that side. All right. Marcus Mosiah, massive respect and thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for continuously coming to the platform. We try our best to make sure we produce as much information for you. So we have Greg Lee, Daniel Johnson looking solid. All right. We are Charlton now, which is Michael Hector in the squad. And also, when you look at the bench, you never saw our boy. So, and he has not been listed as an injury. All right. So we don't know what the situation is. I don't know if he pulled out or something. So what we're going to do for Kierai Anderson, We are going to check and investigate how it is, what's going on with him, so we can follow up maybe tomorrow to make sure it is not an injury or anything. All right, but he was not listed, and he's a natural starter, at least to the bench player. All right, because he started more games than majority of the other players, and he's one of their better players. They had a 2-2 draw today with Blackpool, so that's a solid result. Yes. All right, so Jason, what say you? Because we have Michael Hector coming in. That this is not one of his highest rating. He has the worst rating in the team, 6.2. We're going through his stats: 90 minutes played, 3 clearances, 1 interception, 3 tackles completed, 3 times dribble pass, 1 error led to goal, which is that's a big one to drop your stats. So he was one of the culprits for a goal. All right, but we could say the same for Ethan Pinnock today. All right, ground duels 4 of 8. Aerial duel 1 he tried, never completed at 1. Last possession 13 times and was fouled once. But he had 110 touches and his passing stayed the same way, 89 out of 99, 90% on his passing. All right, long balls 7 of 13 right there. So you have to look at his performances in a longer batch for you to properly calculate him. But maybe this was not the best game for him to be coming in, because I heard on Sportsmax saying that Michael Hector is not one of Jamaica's favorites, being extremely disrespectful, like as if like Jamaica is the highest level of football intelligence for we to know what is actually good football players. No, I have to be very much tough when I heard our media saying these things, when I know that we are not the most versed on football to be talking about high-level footballers. You understand me? And the way they disrespected him. So I hope you guys go over to Sportsman and listen to it, because the first thing I started, the star whisper was not picked. But when they're talking about every other player, they're kind of putting some like a dig in it. Like, they could have actually let these players slip without talking nasty about them. But once their players and their clickable titles don't get selected, they'll change their mouth and talk a certain way. Embarrassing, man. But yeah, go ahead, Jason. Don't want to expand on too much.
Yeah, man, I understand the frustration, but on Dexter in particular, I did get to watch a stretch of the first half, and the guy from Southampton, I believe is Suleiman, his name is, he was really giving him a warm time over there, and he wasn't really getting the support. So I think it's good that he stepped up in the second half. I didn't get to see the second half, but I watched about 25 minutes of the first half, and he was really, really struggling with the attacker on that side, Suleimana from Southampton. Michael Hector, I think, it's kind of sad in his sense, because if you look at like his last 5, 6, 7 games, they're all 7.0s or close and above. And he had one of his poorer outings today, which obviously, with a player like him coming in that is not necessarily a fan favorite of Jamaicans, I was hoping that he would, put a good performance in so that they wouldn't have anything to latch onto. But as you say, it's like
but Jason, the good thing is they don't watch football, I think, and they don't watch some of my videos them. So I'm glad that those people don't watch my videos and they don't really watch football, so they won't know this. They won't know this, so I am okay with that. Yeah, because they don't listen to football. These things are not good to them. Yeah. So I'm glad.
One thing I will say about Dexter and his situation at Rotherham, it's clear that they really believe in him, because a lot of coaches, including myself, would have thought about maybe taking him off after the first half, but they actually gave him the chance to kind of, build back his confidence in the second half. So, that's a good sign that they trust him so much. Even when he's having a poor display, it was not enough for them to give him the hook at halftime, because he was really getting turnaround on that.
Yes, and as I said, the first halftime, and guys, that's why I know that we are fair. You hear I've said the first half was very poor from Limbekisa, because we are not here to pick side. We want the best Jamaica team, so we have to report the information as it comes in, and we are writing down things. And yeah, he had a poor first half, but the second half he still improved. as well. It was not the best, just the same, but he still improved on what happened in the first half. All right, we had two of our Jamaicans playing for Salford over Crew, and as you saw, they won the game 4-2. All right, and that was Adrian Mariappa and Curtis Tilt. You see it? Adrian Mariappa might be 7,000 years old, but he's still playing. He's still playing. All right, he is still playing. And at a 6.7 Tilt. Tilt always slightly better than him, so it's surprising that Tilt does not get a call for Jamaica, but yet still Mariappa gets a call, and Tilt is slightly younger, so maybe that's the only question you could ask right there. But he's still playing, and if he knows the system, and he can really mend the fence between what we always have, and it looks like we will always have, because it's engraved in our society as we are much more, and don't want to say it, but we are all about ourselves, you know? So we are kind of leading towards being closer to, we will even go to the delusional department just to make sure we stay as on a nationalistic basis. That's what I pretty much want to say. You know, I don't want to come off disrespectful, but there's no other way to say it. All right. Yes. So, anyways.
Yeah, and JD, I think Curtis Tilt, like many other players in that USA game when a lot of them came to play the first time. You know, if we had never seen Ethan Pinnock again after that game, I think most of the Jamaican fans would have been okay with it, because he was getting crucified after that game for some reason I don't know. And Curtis Tilt is another one from that game, and also the game when we got like 25 love from the Japanese
tiny team. Yes, the tiny team. Yes.
Those two games have put Tilt in the doghouse of all Jamaican fans. But my thing is, the one thing that he has over a lot of the pool is he's the only other left-footed centre back. So when Pinnock drops out of a squad, I think he would be like the best like for like, but clearly he's not really anywhere close to the pecking order.
Yes. So 90 minutes played, 2 clearances, 2 tackles in the game right there. Ground duels, 4 of 7 completed. Aerial duels, 7 of 11 completed. Last possession, only 8 times. Committed 3 fouls, Mariappa, and was fouled twice. Had 84 touches, 68 of 76 on his passing, which is 89%. Long balls, 3 of 7, and shots off target 1. Right there. So the veteran Mariappa keeps on putting in performances and deserve to be picked. All right, over 100 people here and only 37. Remember, we kind of have a fan base. Some people comes to get information. Some of them might go and process it. So it doesn't come as entertaining, you know. Yes. So we understand. That's how we send it out to everybody that comes in. So our people will always pass. Yes, so anyways, that shows you that we have a few players coming in. All right, we have a few players coming in. So on the list that we have right here is Andre Blake, Kemar Foster, Jamali Waite. Those are the 3 goalkeepers. Javian Brown, Tavan Gray, Deshaun Bernard. Deshaun Bernard played, finish, and finish. All right, he played and finished, so we expect him to be here. So that is one ticked up. Lembekisa, the same. Michael Hector, the same. Damian Lowe, will wait on him. Bobby Reid, the same. All right, Greg Lee, the same. Mariappa, the same. Daniel Johnson, the same. So we have a lot of our players, them that we could say they are available. So that's good right there. All right, Latibo Deer, I will wait on that one to make sure. Kira Anderson,
he came on and played the last 20 minutes, I believe, and I don't think any injury, so he should be okay to come, Latibo Deer.
Yeah, Kira Anderson. I will check to see on Kira Anderson. Yes, because we don't see him listed. All right, Michail Antonio, more like Michail Antonio. Anytime you get a chance for him not to come, in terms of the club has an injury with him, they're going to always choose the side of being cautious due to the fact that he's older. All right, what say you?
Yeah, I was very surprised. I was very surprised that his name was there, based on all the reports from West Ham this week, because they have a huge game against Newcastle and they don't even say if he's going to play or not. So the fact that Pinnock's team reached out to us and gave us a situation, I'm just surprised that West Ham hasn't done something similar, but we'll see how it plays out as JD. So
yes. So, but you know what you need to call out now? How good is these people saying that they're managing the team? I think the management of the Reggae Boyz doing a terrible job. You know, they have this sole job to do and they're not managing nothing good. I think that's where you need to start direct problems, people, because the in and out and the conversations, we do this as part-time because we love the country and want the country to do good. And we seems to have more information readily available than most of these people that could contact the players them. So what say you, Jason? Would you be on the same same side as me? As in, like, the managerial part of these things have been horrible. You get me? As to
well, I don't know enough of what the management staff actually do or who they talk to, so I can't say that they're not doing enough. All I can say is there's always players in the team that, based on my information and my research, have a red flag by their name. And it's always about 3 to 5 players. So I'm just wondering.
These out, like, before, remember, we reported this with Antonio, we reported all the other ones. I will put it square on the managerial part of the Reggae Boyz. It has been terrible. It has been terrible due to how far apart and like days when you get the information because they're readily available on the internet, but yet still they are not readily available to the JFF managerial department. So when they could have spared that time to get someone in, it's like they just let it linger. So the incompetence right there make you make some mistakes, because that's an excuse that you could have legitimately get a next player that could do better than a immediate emergency player that you're going to grab onto. So for me, I think sometimes we are directing our problems to people that might not have deserved it and try to let people off the hook. Well, the managerial department, whoever they are doing a terrible job. All right, they are doing a terrible job for some of these things to end up this way. Don't blame the player them. If you're gonna blame the player them, blame the player them, no problem. Well, blame the managerial department as well. All right, blame them as well too. That's what I will say. We can't just pick and choose who we want to blame when it's a lot of people in this conversation. You understand me? Yes, man. You have to blame more than one people, not just the player them jump up. Oh, the players them don't want to turn up, this, that. Yeah, I just believe that because everybody in the managerial departments are Jamaican born. That's the only difference.
And also one thing to think about, JD, as far as the Brentford and Pinnock situation is concerned. I remember reading about Thomas Frank and Hallgrimsson having somewhat of a relationship due to the fact that they completed some of their badges at the same place. So the fact that he was able to go into such detail kind of lets me believe that that situation is actually being handled by Hallgrimsson himself. And perhaps
thank you very much.
Antonio and West Ham one, the reason why it's so cloudy is because that's actually something that the managers have been dealing with.
Thank you very much, because that situation is terrible from a long time, Jason. Go back 2 years, that situation has always been terrible. So the managerial department, people need to call it out as well. I'm very sorry. You get me? Stop excuse people.
Is it that we would get a better outcome if the coach just handled all those duties by himself?
Well, Jason, then what I said 2 weeks ago, what I've said to you, if you call all 23 players and deal with FPR, make it be a part of your job. I know people are hired for that, but I think the coach should take up that job himself. I've said that for the last 3 months because I clearly heard things in behind, and I realized that communication, some of the times, people just incompetent, period. And just can't do anything.
It seems like with Pinnock, we're always getting like a much clearer story. Even the Gold Cup one, we know about his wife and all these things. Like, I feel like sometimes when other players are left out, it's a lot more cloudy of an explanation. And I'm wondering if the coach can be so clear in some and not as clear in others, it must be that he's getting the information from other people
and
don't feel comfortable
Jason, we can add this as well to it. When he's talking about certain players, he said he does not know that he referred to someone else. So clearly he has a batch of people that he deals with. And then others have a batch of people that they deal with. What I have to ask the people inside in the chat now, are you okay with everyone trying to have a batch of people that they deal with? Because that is very clear at this point. Is it very clear at this point that everyone has a batch of people that they deal with and they do bring in? Because that is very much clearly evident at this point. Do you believe that that's the best way to go? Or you think that everything should come under one umbrella at the end of the day and the coach himself need to talk to everybody and know about every situation before he comes out in a press conference and then tell me that Aritam, they deal with Aritam? I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear the coach deal with everybody because it tends to go better when he deals with it. You get me? All right, let me hear what people have said. Marcos says, when will someone in press conference gonna ask Meran Garden if he going to get his coaching badges more than Concacaf? I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Blessings, Claudia, massive respect. Stefan Wright said, JD, if the coach does that, people will not be able to push their agenda. Yes, I understand, but we have to bring it up to show people that sometimes where you're targeting your problems and the players them, sometimes it's not there. You understand me? And that's why I have to always go back to because remember, I'm here a long time and I've been handling these affairs a long time. You get me? So I remembered the situations. You understand me? Yes, and I don't think people that was incompetent 4 years ago, you can put them in position to be competent 4 years later. Why they were incompetent, it was by literal their doing because of their age. I can't put people like that in position and expect nothing better. I'm very sorry. You get me? Too much rat can't dig a good hole. I do agree. West Ham DM seems like a tough guy. The coach needs to speak with all the players himself, in my opinion, even when others spoke to them. So when he's giving his take, he had a conversation with the player, know what he expects from the player, and yeah, then you can refer to the next person to give their additional takes on the player. You know, because I want him to know everything what's going on. I respect him and I respect that he wants to bring everybody in it and do it as a family. But you are the head coach. We want to make sure you are in tune with every one of these players that you're bringing. It's just 23 players. I don't think it's such of a hard task for you to be handing out 7 over there and 7 over there. I'm very sorry, people. And that was my take. I have to deal with hard talks because I have to pick up things that people don't want to talk on. All right? And look how, when I do say that just a while ago, you look at things completely different, Jason. Because everybody avoid it because, tell you what, because they have their own interest tied to it. You understand me? So they can't touch certain topic. They're going to flick and blame everything.
They won't touch it. They won't
touch
it at all.
The coach's sole focus should be delivery on the pitch. But the problem is our vibes. Then we are going to always have these problems. And then stop blaming the players then. All right? Bless up Owen, massive respect. All right, so we have 30 more minutes to go. Smash the like button, share, subscribe, get it to 100 as fast as I can, and give your take as to what happened. I thought that all of the guys helped themselves. 2 of the worst performers was Wilembe Kisa and our boy Michail Hector coming in. All right, and he still had parts of his game that I liked.
One other player had a really good showing this morning. CFA's team won 3-0 and he played about 70 odd minutes, had a good score, good stats, looking very sharp again today.
Well, I will add it in the second phase because remember we said we are going to do more than one to make sure everyone comes home properly. Yes, so we're going to add that in the second phase. Yes, so I never watched that one, so you can give a take on it, and then tomorrow I will add it in it with the rest of the players. Them, you get me? But people, I said question everything because questions were made to be asked. Singh said, JD, I didn't get the impression that the coach did not know players. Clearly, he has assigned John Wall, has his head of scouting and new players engagement. Yes, but sing every time. I think no. I got that impression that he does not know Kira Anderson. I got that impression. Yeah, sing. No, man. Don't go back and listen to the dialogue and you realize that, yeah. And then the rest of the, all other events, every time someone you come in, the Cephas, the Brandon cover, all of those guys, it's always something. Even Whisper, when Whisper first came in, because it started with Whisper first. He was the one that he never knew. And people had to bring it to him. That was the first interview. Then every interview, someone else come on board and he said he does not know that person. And all of those people are always connected to someone else. So I think where I had the conversation saying, I had a leg to stand on there. But I understand what you're saying, that everyone has their assigned duty. Fair enough. But I'm saying if we have problems, why we can't figure a way out to get these things solved? Because I don't think if he knew that the players are not available, he would have still put them on the paper. You understand me, Jason? That's all I'm saying. I don't think if he knew that they weren't available, he would have put them on the paper. I think he would have tried to get other individuals in, you know? So that's where we're coming from, Sing. All right, so hope you understood from our side. All right, yes. So, people, another beautiful one. Ethan Pinnock, stars in a lost. Manchester United and Tenag got 3 points. I wouldn't say they deserved it. They were okay. All right. We wouldn't say they should have won it, you know. Manchester United players would say yeah, our people would say yes, but I think Brentford did enough to get something from that game at least, if not all 3 points. Yes, but Manchester United.
The only thing about Brentford, I will say, like about the last, I think 20-25 minutes, they just forgot that they could actually go forward as well. I think they dropped into the bunker a little too early for me, and you know it was just too much pressure after a while.
All right, so you're Sing now. Anderson is very young and doesn't have a wealth of experience. He's more a player for the future than a player for now. This is Sing, you know. This is Sing, you know. Where I tell we say a whisper for star the team, you know. Sing. Anderson played 5 billion more games than Whisper ever played in his life. So, how you can make one statement for one and then completely make a next statement. And here Anderson played way better games than Whisper ever played in his entire life. Like all of his game them I've seen him played is better than what Whisper played. So where you made that assessment from to say that he has no experience then, and then in your same argument you're gonna say a next person should be in the team, Sing. I am waiting for that incredible excuse. I don't know where you're gonna run and hide to give me an answer. Marlon said Manu was poor again, JD. I thought that the coach got it wrong because if he had added width from early, maybe Ethan Pinnock wouldn't stay on the field that long. We had said it in a conversation on my phone. Yes, so maybe Tenag want to play a certain way, but the players in Manu just can't give him it. And he needs to just stop being stubborn and just go with something that the players are comfortable with. The coach had the opportunity to watch a lot of the Whispers Manning Cup games. The best he has of Anderson is video footage. You hear that? So a man are playing a higher level by 10 million miles. And so that means the coach have a problem then, because he's watching the damn Manning Cup and not watching real football. That's the coach's problem then. So well said, you could have ball blood. None of them not dangerous like Whisper. The celebration for Whisper absent won't be for too long. But Wells, nobody ain't celebrating.
Nobody's celebrating.
Wells, do you guys comprehend the things that I'm saying? Because I've never celebrated for the player not being there. I am just saying because I listen to people, comprehend what they have said before, and knew what they said before. So when he comes and said a man that's playing real level football, not have no experience, and then one when not playing not level football, have experience, it not make no sense. So I'm just calling him out to say that, please, leave your bias alone. And he clearly tells me that you're not researching what you said. All right? So JD, all of Charlton games live. Yes, all of Charlton games are live. So I don't know why the man need video. I wonder if them things say England is an old-fashioned place and not have the highest level technology. Jason. I don't know what's going on with these people. People, okay, well, so not you. Okay, no, but nobody's celebrating nothing, Wells. I don't think anybody's celebrating anything. Everyone just said that he didn't deserve to be in it, but we could have facilitated him in it to get up his caps them, like Santos them, that struggled 1 year to get the cap to play for Chelsea. If he's going to play for a big team, yes, because that is a big if as well. You get me? No, man, today I'm handling it much better. I'm handling it much better today because I'm staying in my zone. I'm not arguing. I'm talking to two people properly. All right? Yes. So all I'm saying is we could have facilitated Whisper in the team, but the delusion that swings on Sportsmax and those places starting about the star Dujan Whisper was left out. It makes no sense because that is absolute garbage. They are the one funnel people that does not know much about football to sell a narrative and put unnecessary pressure on the coach. But you know why they do that? Because it makes them money to put it in their title to get free clicks. But you yourself now thinks that, oh yeah, so it go. Can see them say it. But the real world now say it and the coach don't do it. So just give them a little lean room. What says in Jamaica is not always the accurate thing, because Jamaica is not the place that you need to look for high-level footballing brains. I am very sorry, because we have not reached that level as yet. We are trying to reach there. You will find individual there, but you're not going to find like a Belgium where everybody there do them studies and stuff and have one of the highest level footballing culture. At least in coaches, Netherlands, the same thing. It's not the same in Jamaica. You understand me? So how people evaluate football there is not the same as the rest of the world. So you have to just understand that. And people sells narrative a lot. And I think most of Sportsmax narrative is always to sell more clicks, more than anything else, even the personnel's on the video. And that is what I don't really like. You know, because in the same sentence, you're disrespecting every other player, but yet still hype up a player that plays in a Manning Cup game, which is embarrassing. What's his name again? From Manchester United where he is at now, in his game today, not playing football 2 years because of a situation. Maybe Whisper never reached that in his entire career, Mason Greenwood. What Mason Greenwood did in football already, maybe Whisper never reached that in his entire career. And he could still have a good career without achieving what Mason Greenwood achieved. But that's what I'm telling you, how delusional our news sounds. It makes no sense. When I'm listening to it, I'm saying this is just for people in Jamaica. No disrespect. But those people alone and the Jamaica-centric people alone can listen to these people. But can't listen to them for 2 minutes because it makes no sense. They don't talk in reality. It makes no sense, you know? But I understand when time people come on my show now and they're listening to me and they say, oh, but why are you saying opposite from what they're saying? Yeah, because we have school different places, you know? I'll say this without apology. If Greenwood joins, he will be our best player. I do believe that as well. Singh said, I'm keen to see Anderson in the goal, Green. Yeah, man. And remember, he's 18, 300 days above Whisper. And we are bringing in him to save Jamaica's midfield. That's what we're bringing him to, you know. But yet still, one is 17 and we say he's young and we have to pamper him and we have to do this and we have to do that. You see where the problem lies? I've said that to Jason behind covers, you know, behind the scene, you know. You saw the difference is one is only 300 days different, and he only has one game to save himself in Jamaica's people's eyes. You know, sister, this is the definition for xenophobia. One is 18 and behind cover sound, behind the scenes. I had to call Jason and said, but look at this. This guy just turned 19 and the next one turning 18. But him need to be on the team and be pampered and be carefree and everything. But yet still, when you bring in the next man, we are 19. Just 19 3 days ago. He needs to produce the best thing ever, or else he should not be called again. So you see, people, the truth is just the truth. We just want, all of you guys that I'm watching, just want one whole team full of Jamaican-born people. That's all. I honestly believe so. That's what you want. Even when you don't say it to me, I know. Because when you don't come here and you go on other channels, we see on the type. That's what you don't want. But it's okay. So we need to just scrap this entire system and just put what we want and see where we want to reach. Just do that and see where we want to reach. Just do that and see where we want to reach. You behind covers. No, I am not. Yes. No, I'm just showing you the big bias. Evil. Everybody know I'm talking the truth, and you have some people still upset, you know. People still upset and they know I'm talking the truth, but I'm showing you the blatant bias. Lembekis are 19. You understand me? They're already just a year older than the next person, but yet still, if they have a bad game, they have to be putting in and shut down Chucky Lozano, shut down this and that, and still don't sure if start the next day because you have the next man where that caused the problem in Javin Brown has to start. So sometimes the truth, it's just sad. It's just sad. So yesterday, I'm saying the guy is just 19. And what you're saying, he needs to come in and star up the whole place. But yet still, the next one, we need to put him on the feet. We need to catch him in the team regardless. People, I will never believe in these things. Never. Because it makes no logical sense. And if you hide from the reality, you will always live in a delusional world. You get me? And anytime that the delusion broke away from you, you can't survive in the real world. You get me? Yeah, man. Big up, you JD. Yeah, man, no, the truth is just the truth because I'm listening to them. I am listening to them or they talk about certain things. You get me? And yet still, because when we are looking at this kid, we should say, oh, Kira Anderson is playing at his club ahead of Michael Hector in the midfield. So maybe this is a perfect example for we to bring him in and give him some time, keep him in the team because he showed that he deserved to be on a big stage. But no, he needs to have one game to prove himself, or else we are going to be down on him now and pressure the coach to take him out the team. But I know what will happen. The guy will expose you guys all, just like what Lambekisa came in and did. He's going to expose all of you. He's going to expose every damn one of you and show say Lembekisa came in, cement him spot as one of Jamaica's youngest main players. I think Kira Anderson will do the same and embarrass you to see how long on the local great hope them take to cement themselves in the team, and all of the foreign man them come and play, and you're gonna realize it comes up down to go and do the normal thing. I don't build things. I can only get you through the door. You have to do your job just the same in the real world. All right? Yes. So let people focus on doing their jobs. Here I say turn on the TV, you see the kid doing his job. And nobody classing him as a kid. They are giving him game time because he deserves it. He worked for it. And that's the one thing I'm going to finish at. I love when the coach said, the assistant coach said, he never got picked off sentiments. He got picked off because he deserved it. He's a high performer. Mr. What's his name again, Jason? The assistant coach?
John Wall.
John Wall. That's what John Wall said in interview. So maybe that was even a dig to say, oh, Jamaican people like to complain about who coming in the team. Well, this man is young, but he deserves it.
You can take out the maybe. That was definitely a dig at the fan base.
He was digging at the fan base, saying, Kira Anderson 19 and he's just 19. But believe me, he came here because he deserved to come here. He's better than everybody else based on his performances. So it's a performance. So you can't take him out the team if we keep him in the team. And I love that from John Wall when he said that. So just go by the same metrics. You get me? I make them ball. Because them I always have fantasy. At 4 years me the year. I'm here fantasy. Maggie. Walker. What the next one name, Jason? The next attacking midfielder one.
Peter
Lee Vassell. Whisper. Even better than everybody. And nobody can say that. We still have Whisper for doing thing. But off the record, all of the people that we tell we, them the better than the next man them. But when we just hype them because we want that false hope to sell, because we are truly a nationalistic place. And that is our sad thing. We have to come behind it. We not get behind the people. We have to get support in the guys them, regardless of where they are born. In your subconscious, you truly don't support them equally as the next man them, but they are better than the next man them, regardless if you don't believe so. I will be here to tell you so when the time come again. Like Ethan Pinnock them, we will not tell people so no one pick King. Oh yeah, King. Kyle Ming and those players over Ethan Pinnock. Which TV, which footballing intelligence you can have? I can hire you if you say that with your mouth and you did football. And you never said that 50 years ago. You said that last year. You can't work with that, people. I have to be real. All right? I hope so, Mr. United. They need to say, yeah, man, I just want this kid come in and play some football so Jamaica people can see. Say the youth go learn football and come roll football on the field. Him not out of position, him not do no foolishness, him a do what him learn. And that it'll be good because him just come on with the team. So it show you how fast him can adapt to a system of the coach. I'm going to do a in-depth breakdown on that one player when the time comes. You know, because we want to introduce him to the people. You understand me? So to just show you the difference. Yes. I know I'm aggressive in my conversation, but I love football, people. And you can see that I love football. I'm passionate about this. You know, football, not Jamaica football. Football itself. I love it. You know, I love when I see talents coming through, or people that's working hard and maybe have less talent, you know? Yeah. All right, who that, Kira Anderson, we're talking about. I said I'm going to do a separate video on him when he does play, just to introduce him to the people and give him his credit if he doesn't perform well enough, what he needs to improve on and everything, you know. But we just accepting these people and stop building up false bridges for other people, you know. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Jason.
No, I just did want to say, that's why I big up Patrick Bernard in the chat, say Dishan's father. So big up Mr. Bernard.
Patrick Bernard, where's Patrick Bernard? Patrick Bernard, Dishan father's dad. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Patrick, for coming here. Hope all is well with you and your family. And I love the fact that Dishan came here to play because, as you know, I was one of the first human beings talking about that youth, you know, to play here. You know, it was a long time, you know. And I'm just happy to see. When I came here, obviously I had Simon talking about his players and everything. But when I came here, I just saw a situation that we could truly have a good team. Obviously, we have not fulfilled that as yet. But believe me, Jamaica came a far way. All right, because before, when I just came in, it was the argument fighting with local players about money and all sorts of things. And where we are now, every time Jamaica go on the field, even if it's Mexico, they still believe that we can score 2 goals off just individual brilliance and stay in the game. You know, so it shows that Jamaica has something to build off. We are not there as yet, but that's how far we come. Normally, when we play in Mexico, is like an automatical loss, you know, and we're rarely a result, to be honest, you know. And it looks now that Jamaica, maybe we're not there as yet, you know, or maybe we drop off a little, but I think we have the potential to even get closer to that time, you know. O'Neil Dawkins said, what's going on with Splat and cover? I don't know as yet. Studio Michael Elliott said, I hope the coach settle on a first 11 shortly and worked on building them. Yeah, that is true. True. JD, Soldier Boy, first to do it. Soldier Boy, what is it? Soldier Boy first to do it. I don't know which. So no man, the only Soldier Boy I know, Marcus Messiah, Garvey, the only person here first to do Reggae Boyz content, we have to be honest, is Simon. Simon was the first person did Reggae Boyz content.
Yeah, and that question about Splat's been injured since August, and Brandon Cover has been playing PL2 for Leicester every week, basically since the season started.
Okay. Jock Lover said, oh, MG. No, MG can't be the first to do it because MG was not here before me. That makes no logical sense. The first to do it is Simon. Give the guys credit. Jock Lover, you're way behind. MG is not the first person in YouTube. Not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. No. He came into YouTube, in Jamaica YouTube way later on. Yeah, so that's not true. That is very much not accurate. I think Simon is the first one here. Give Simon his credit where he deserves his credit. I came in as the predominant overseas reporter. You get me? So that is what I pretty much brought to the game. So it was completely different. A joke, Imamek, I'm just making sure people know that it's not true. Let's make people know say it's not true. That is not true. Simon, we can't take that away from Simon. Simon was reporting when Damian Lowe get red, 2 yellow cards against Suriname. When I was looking for the data on the internet and couldn't find the data, and I said, oh Lord, Simon has the video over here, so let me go. And we went there and saw it. Jason, yes, you know, and Simon acting like he never remember, said Damian Lowe get a red card tonight, and Simon remember everything, you know. So I had to call him
out. That's right, yeah, because Simon, you could have asked Simon, you know, what was the result in 2007 when Jamaica played.
Yeah, but you couldn't remember that, you Yes, but it was on his channel and he was at the match doing his vlog. Yes. Winston said Simon is the one who mentioned about Deshaun Bernard can play for Jamaica. Well, I never know about him mentioning it, but I was the one that tracking this player and talking about this player. He had some players that I Laird, Bernard. When I did my videos, I heard that Simon reported on them before, but I really took track on them. I brought something completely different to the game that weren't here before, you know? Yeah, but Simon definitely was the first man here reporting on red cards that make and Damian Lowe picking up that's not even the system. But he acts like he doesn't remember it, you know? Conrad, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Harry Vibes. I would say one person, but not the two of what they named. One. First one, Simon. Give Simon him credit. Don't try water down the man business, all right? Simon alone, all right? Yes. Patrick Bernard said, JD, I am so happy that my son is playing for Jamaica. All right, he plays today and he has done well. Yeah, the last 2 games he played, I think he's getting in his own. Most things that people complains about is to say that he's rash. But I am telling them because I watched even games that he played in his, in his youth days. And I'm telling people that he's not rash, but the injuries that he had, he tend to want to recover a little bit faster and then go into decisions. But once he gets fitter, I think it's going to help him to be his normal self. So he's not his normal self as yet. And imagine if he's not his normal self and playing that okay, I think he's going to be Jamaica's next player, instant. He's going to be Jamaica's next starter with Ethan Pinnock. I remember your old channel, JD. You have been covering Jamaican football for yeah, man. I vibes. I'm telling you, I've been here a long time. I brought the refreshment. So Simon was the old camera. I was the HD camera that came in with all the flares and the tricks. So they can't rewrite my history here. It's not possible. Even when they take my channel, took my channel down, I am back in full flight. You don't see the 2 channel we have up. Okay. I listen to me. We are only guys. We can talk in context. You know, we are talking about YouTube. We are not talking about who supporting Reggae Boyz from 1998 because Reggae Boyz 1998, I walked from Walton Park Road to Cross Road past the library to go a stadium. So I was supporting Reggae Boyz 1998 just the same. Sing. So what are you trying to say? You get me? I might not be buddy with the JFF 1998 because I wasn't old enough to do so. But I was supporting Reggae Boyz on 1998 just the same. We were built on the Reggae Boyz success to try and use football as a medium to get out there. Yeah. Bishan Bernard's a class. Yes, I do agree. Right there. JD, are you Tupac? What Tupac or Biggie? Oh. For me, I listen to both of them, you know, and I like both of them, you know. Tupac kind of resonate a little bit more because he was in things that would be more closer to our culture, the things that he believed in and them stuff there, you know. Yeah, so maybe Tupac, but Biggie was up there, you know. Biggie was a talent, you know. Yeah, man. And he had some nice girls beside him, you know.
Yeah, for me, Tupac give you a certain feeling, right? We can't duplicate or replicate. But I think if you just talk about rapping itself, like
Yes.
Biggie is a better, like
Biggie's up
technical
there.
rapper. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
But the
up
two of
there,
them
you know.
great.
Yes. Right. So people, so Michail Antonio might not be here. Let me start that discussion. Who we think should come in, and with so much persons not available, how you think Jamaica matched up against the Asian team now? Because remember, you know, we need those things. Let me chop up because it looks like I have to do the 2 hours. You understand me? Let me check the likes. Let me check the likes before we get anywhere. All right.
JD, if we continue the show a little longer, I would love for you to let the fans know the difference in this Haiti team compared to what came to Jamaica.
Yeah, but
and the
then that's what
players
we're
that
gonna
have
get to.
joined.
But I can't read for 77 likes. It can't work. People, we have just reached a hour and we have 77 likes. And the bad mind is active. All right. So people, the good-minded people that want to see Jamaica reach places and want to see JD reach back 20,000 on both channels. I never had 2 channels still, so I'm not gonna lie. I had only 1 channel with 20,000. All right, and then I had my next channel with around 200, and then that one is at 11,000, something like that, Jason. Something about 11,000, and this over here is on 8,000 ad. So that's our task for both of them to reach back 20,000 within the 1.5, 2 years span. All right, so get the likes up. 200 likes should be the target. All right, with the addition to the Asian squad, I think we are in a tough game. All right, so let me pull it up just to show people what's good with the 80 team, the 80 roster that we heard half. All right, so let me try and get the 80 game so we can add the people that's in it. So yeah, to show you the talent that they do have. They have talent. I think 80 might have the best striker. Pura would be a higher rated striker than Shamar. I would say so, you know. People, Pura are Shamar. Who you're going for? Shamar is good, you know. But Jason, I think Pura might clip it, you know.
I'd have to give Perot the edge just because
he's
been doing it for longer, you know, like he has a little more goals under his belt in Europe and stuff. But I mean, I don't think Shamar is far off from his. I think they're similar players, right?
Yes, but
where Perot might get the edge is just the strength because he's so strong, you know, like I think they're similar. They try to do a lot of the same things on the pitch, but he's just such a unit when it comes to moving him off the ball. I don't think Shamar have that. But I also think that Shamar have maybe more areas of the forward line that he can actually play and be effective in. I think Perrault is really just a target striker. So that's maybe where it just depends on what kind of coach system you're playing. You might pick one or the other. But
and they said he's 1 meter 94 centimeter. Nah, this man is close to 6'7". Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do when he's playing?
It's not that he's overly tall, you know. He's just so damn big. So even if you're on his back shoulder and he's pinning you, you can't really do anything.
But I want to see him with Shamar. No, I want to see him and Shamar. Jason, I want to see him and Shamar because I know he's taller than Shamar.
No, I don't think so, JD. Shamar taller than him, man.
Shamar taller than him, Jason?
Yes, I think so.
No. Shamar not taller than him. I think he's taller than Shamar. They are putting him and Shamar on the same height. But he's taller than Shamar. Jason, they are saying Shamar is 192 centimeter and he's 194. Me thinking more taller than Shamar. Me thinking more taller than that. This man is very tall.
You have to remember that people. You have to remember though that people build like body type can affect how tall they look.
Okay.
Shamar is a lot rangier than him, so him look taller. You know, like just feel like visually, like yeah, he might actually be taller. You know, Perrault, you know, but because Perrault is such a bigger unit, sometimes you don't really get a chance to realize how tall they actually are to go with the strength. But Shamar is kind of more wiry looking, so he just look taller because I'm skinnier, you know. So sometimes it can throw off your brain when you see a skinny person and a like stockier person, you know.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I'm gonna measure them, Jason. You know I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget it at all.
We'll see when the anthem play and they walk.
Yes, and both of them walk.
Yes. Start, yeah. So
yes. Mm-hmm. So if Shamar start, if Michail Antonio there, how Wales are gonna start?
Well, we don't know if he's gonna be there. That's why I'm saying if.
I think he's not gonna be nowhere. He's not gonna be anywhere. He's not gonna be nowhere. Abena is the medicine for Pearl. Alright, chances Abena is the medicine for Pearl. So that game we can't miss that game. Suriname versus Haiti, big bad game. This is the first time Jamaicans will be supporting Suriname.
Well, I can tell you, if Abena and Pearl go in for 50-50 and
Jesus
connect with each
God.
other,
oh my God.
I think the earthquake would happen or something like that, man. Them two brothers, they trust me, them strong.
They pride themselves on physicality. So yeah, Abena has good speed to track him. So let's see, but he's bigger, he's taller than Abena, but the two of them big. You know, so let's see that battle. I think Abena might be the one that has to do more work. Yeah. But we have to look at it, you know, how sure we are that Suriname won't get something out of the game against Haiti. I honestly believe Haiti will be the favorites, you know, to be honest, you know, because Suriname needed to get more wins, but because of the Cuba dropping off, I think, even though they never had all them players, but they still had enough players that I thought that they should have got it done, because when you saw them put it together, Cuba couldn't stop them. So I thought that they played...
Speaking of that, JD, will Suriname squad have the Beckers and the
yes, they listed the final list will add Beckers and stuff in it. Yes, so
okay, that's good. That's good.
So
that's good.
Jaman, hear me, Sean. Let me know who directly coming, because Sean, why you don't just join the Discord and let me know what's going on with Suriname, brother? So I can get the Jamaicans into finally support Suriname, because for 3 years they hated Suriname, you know, because of a false pastor telling them lies on me, you know? Yes, a false fake pastor. You understand me, telling lies. But aside from that, we want them to support Suriname. So come in, give us the information, Sean, because you sell me out from the other day. You're all about the place, going to parties and all sorts of stuff, but we soon fire you, you know? Remember, you know, JD, I've been old down Shamar in Jamaica at the office. Oh my God. Don't start a war, Sean, because the other day they were sympathizing towards your...
Sean is a real Jamaican, you know. Only Jamaican
he comes back with a fight. He comes up with a fight with them. All right, so go ahead, Sean. Let me see if I can get the Suriname here. Sean, we're not hearing him.
Yes, JD. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you. Can you give us some updates on Suriname? Who added to the list and will be traveling so we can get our hopes up, say Suriname can beat Haiti? Because we need them to beat Haiti.
Yeah, I think this time around we are with the strongest selection that we could have possibly had in the past 2 years. So Cliver is there, Hubs is there, Dancewell is there, Becker is
Becca?
there. Yes,
Ups is there?
Cackwell
Ups
is
is there as
there.
well?
Yes,
Ups
Hubs
as
will
well,
be
yeah.
there.
All right, all right. Let me not get my hopes up, you know? Let me not get my hopes up because it's the first time
Yeah,
most of
but the
those
only
guys.
problem that we have is in the midfield because Biseswar will not be there.
Yeah, but and this is what made a difference when he came on in Cuba game. That is definitely true. But he showcased that he can't really play the full game at the intensity that he wants to play.
Yes.
But he's passionate when he comes on for Suriname, you know?
Yeah, because he doesn't have a club. It's already 4 months, so he cannot keep up with the speed and his fitness also.
What about Sherry, Sean? Is Sherry in the squad?
Jerry, no, he already retired from the national team.
Well done. Okay.
So Charles
Yes,
Rebecca, they defeated Dortmund today and he had a 7.1. Nice. Coming in good form. Yes, man. So Suriname, they have the players, the people. They just need more match time and they just need to keep the consistency going. And they're going to be a threat because their passing have improved. But I wouldn't say they're defending. I think they're defending. They needed backups and they needed the guys them that they're going to rely on for their back four. So I just believe that that's their problem. If Upstem returns in good form, which he was very good at his club, so if he can come back and Charles Rebecca comes back in, they still have the same midfield. I think they can cause Haiti some problems because Haiti's problem is quick transition football, and also if people pin them in with tight spaces and have the ability to pass through it, which Suriname can do, but we don't know which level they are going to be on, Sean. So with them just jumping back in the team, you think that they can just get it over Haiti instant because Haiti is very tough to play, you know?
yeah, but I think JD, like, we are playing at home, and I think like Suriname when they playing at home, it's just a different Suriname. Like we saw against Mexico. Like
Mexico,
I
yeah.
don't know when they are going to play out there in the Caribbean or wherever, it looks like they cannot perform. But every time they are in front of the fans, it looks like they are getting more and more energy to do things. So I really think that will help them also in these two games because both of them are home games.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we might upset Haiti with a 1-0.
All right. So yes, it's at Suriname, and the good thing about it, I think you guys get to play faster because I think your feel is slightly better than what you faced in. No, much better than Grenada. Grenada feel is terrible, and Jamaica has to go there after. I hope it's not the same pitch that they're going to play the game on. You know, because
Yes,
I
they're
think they
gonna
are
play
doing
right there.
I think they are doing these things to make sure the opponents and face difficulties. I honestly believe that. And what say you guys?
What you said, JD? They're doing
I
what to
think
make sure?
Grenada putting the games on some bad pitch because obviously they knew that Suriname rely heavily on passing and speed.
No, but JD,
So
Grenada is just like Jamaica. They only have like one place where they could host a match, and the field
okay,
is
there's
just
one
poor. I
place.
don't think that.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have no other stadium. It's the Kirani GM Stadium or them stadium, and if the field bad there, the field is just bad.
Okay,
It's not
Concacaf
like,
need to do better then. The Concacaf need to do
yeah.
better because if we are getting these quality players, we want to see the best out of the quality players them. So, we can hype up the region a little bit more. But if we keep on put them on bad field, then they can't play on the bad field and some average ass players are beat them. It does not nice, When the man, that the teams them can play better, but they can't play in these conditions.
Well,
Yes.
me not go burn it out so much because I'm not going to throw a stone in a glass house because my house dirty too. So I can't complain about Grenada house when my house dirty because our field is poor as well in terms of international standard. Yeah, it might be better than Grenada one, but it's not great. So we have to fix up our field too.
All right,
Yeah,
but
and
you
I
still
think
cannot
that's a big problem because
yeah.
the club's also making a big problem out of it because they want their players to be back fit and play their next games, and every time it
Oh.
looks like the players are coming and they getting like injured, and like the clubs are trying to hold them down when it's coming to international window. I think that's where the Caribbean need to improve their facilities, because if they want to bring English players from the Dutch sides, call it wherever you want to bring it, but these clubs always gonna come in between because they don't want their players to get injured. Because I saw a lot of coaches making that statement.
And it's fair. You see, a friend of
Okay.
mine had said that's why I support Pinnock staying and getting better, because the fields are terrible. So that's a good place to look at it as well. Are we happy for these guys to be playing high level football, improve themselves, and then have to come and play on these poor pitches? Remember, United States, what they do, sometimes United States play their best players in a game and then completely change the squad when they have to go to some terrible pitches. That's why most of their results, Jason, have not been good away. Obviously, maybe they are just bad at traveling. That is true. But that's what they have done. They've changed up their squads because some players, it looks like they don't want to play on certain pitches. So the Concacaf need to improve that. Either they get a central place that they play all of these games, but they can't be playing on certain bad pitches, man. I saw Kasey Palmer the other day, even though that's Jamaica. The man trying to take down the ball. We saw against us as well, Canada trying to take down the ball to kick it in our net. And Leon just can't get the ball down. The ball is bouncing. So even though he played in the advantage, but come on, man, it's 2023. We can do better, man. Concacaf need to spend some more money. Yeah. So, guys, for both Suriname, Sean said we are going to get a better Suriname team. So, definitely, you know that I'm not going to sleep. I represent Suriname 125%. Yes, I represent 80, 125% as well. So, that is a game that I can't miss. Yes.
So how much percent you support Jamaica? Must be 250.
125 just the same. So why it have to be 250? Me not turn up. I do more Jamaican videos than 80 and Suriname. You realize that? Yes.
That's why
So
I'm looking for
100.
higher percentage.
All right, well,
That's why.
250 according to the amount of work that I put out for Jamaica. But the people are going to say, no, that's not true. Because they said I thought more highly of the other teams, which is a lie, Because I'm over there cursing out players, for Suriname and AD as well, But they're not listening. They don't care. I know Roof is injury prone, but remember he got injured playing for us on these poor field and went out for a very long time. Yeah, so people have to look at that. Don't just jump to say that these players don't want to come. Remember, it's their lives, man, And obviously, we're not paying them. That's one thing. We're not paying them. Sometimes them have to pay their own plane fare. You understand me, Sean? So with all of those things, I think the people, the fans, are being much more unrealistic. They are giving up their livelihood to come and represent Jamaica, and they are being put in the worst conditions possible to man. That is okay in life. And if they don't come and do it, they are not committed. I think that is unfair. That is very, very much unfair. JD,
Sean, does that narrative exist in Suriname where if players don't turn up like for certain windows and they give reasons the club don't want them to come? Like, do people from Suriname believe that the players not committed if they don't come? Like, is that something that you hear?
Yes, we kind of have that problem, but it's like a handful of people. It's not a lot of people. That's really, really questioning their commitment.
Okay, so it's more of a minority thing. It's not many. It's not everybody. It's
yes,
just
it is.
kind of
No,
a few
not
will
not
stay. Okay.
everybody. No, it's just a handful of people.
In Jamaica, Sean, it's 95%. And then the 5% and on my channel is the only one that don't question their commitment. The 5% on my channel, a whole 95% that's not on the channel question their commitment. Dr. Ear said, JD, no, I support you, but getting a Jamaican passport. Oh, I told you about the Jamaican passport thing. I should have told you the follow-up. If you guys want me to give you the follow-up, you guys are going to cost even worse. JD Williams says, and JD Antonio fit to come. I don't know. I think the scratch off Antonio until they see him come on the plane. You understand me? Because I have a feeling that he's not going to arrive because he's not fit. You understand me? I don't think you can just play that game for against Newcastle and then turn up and play again. I think he's not in the shape for even making the Newcastle for me. I think they're going to try and force him and then after give him some injection. But anyway, for the passport situation, call him. I told him that tell you what, call the people that responsible for the passport in Jamaica. Tell them that I don't want the passport and I want back my money. They said I should send them a letter to say that I want it to be cancelled. And I sent them the email back to say cancel the passport. I don't want it. Then 3 days later, they sent me back a message to say that what were you confirming to say that you want the passport to be cancelled and don't want back your money? You just heard what I've said, you know. I just told you that I said I want back my money, you know. And I was talking Jamaican to the Jamaican on the phone, you know. I want back my money. And then he sent me a message to say, an email to say that what you say, you don't want back your money, but you want it to be cancelled. I have the email and everything, you know.
So wait,
So I just said, listen to me. Yes, I don't want my money. When you take it, I'm gonna want a passport. When you take it and keep it. When are the worst, I'm just done. You know, I just make them keep it because I don't want to talk to these people anymore. They are the worst thing on planet Earth. Because if I'm talking Jamaican to you, that I want my money back, cancel it, and I want my money back. And then you're going to text me 3 days later after you tell me to confirm that I want it to be cancelled. And I have the thing, if you read the statements, you're going to say, then oh, he came back to that. So I just left it alone, you know. But so I don't have the passport and I don't want it. It's okay. When I do go to Jamaica, one day in life, I will just do it myself right there and then for that one day. So that's the time I'm going to have the passport. I have my birth paper. I have all my things. So I'm still a Jamaican. But dealing with these people, I'm telling you, it's not normal. You understand me? It's not normal. Very, very sad, and it takes up a lot of your time and a lot of your money because I had to drive to Brussels 2 times. You understand me? And spend my money. So I don't get back my gas money. I don't get back my money for my passport. I don't get nothing back. You get me? Yes, embarrassing. Yes. So when you hear me being aggressive towards certain things, and remember, you know, guys, I'm almost here at 7 months, 8 months. I gave them it, and they said it would have taken only 12 weeks. And when I reached out to my friends that worked on the passport, they said it should have not took 12 weeks. Should have took 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So on top of them taking 12 weeks, they took a further 6 months on top of that. Embarrassing, man. Terrible. Yeah, so I just gave them, you know. So I don't get back no passport, I don't get back any money, and I don't get back nothing. I just left it alone. You know, because if I go there, I'm going to thump down the person. And yeah, maybe that will tell you that I'm a Jamaican. So I prefer not to go there. Don't get it back. I left it alone. So if they are watching this damn video, yeah, man, nobody in Belgium go there to do your passport. Nobody at all. Terrible service. Yes. Sorry, let me get back to football. But yeah, because that is personal to me. Yes, I am still angry. And I have to give you the final story of the passport. For 10 months. Embarrassment. See, Jason Ferran, tell a star. Go big up Jason Ferran. You still help me. Your Virgin helped me. But because if it wasn't for them, I would have been here for 1 year and still don't get that information back from them after paying my full fee. Yeah. Not a good place to deal with people. Jamaica has the most patty shop in the world, and the most of these places don't even sell patties. Yeah. Dr. Ear said, JD, you are not a Jamaican. Oh, okay. I replied, said, you let them rob you. No, I just gave them. If so, sometimes you have to just avoid our vibes. Look, if I drive back to Brussels again to lick down one of them, me I go to prison because obviously him can't do me nothing. Me I go lick him down. So I'm gonna lick him down. I'm not gonna get back my money. And me I go drive my gas that will cost me around 30 euros. 60 back and forward. You get me? So me I go thump him down, go to prison. So just make them keep the money. It maybe cost me around what, $200 in total. Make them keep it. 200 euros and not so much money. Make them keep that, man. And live them life. Whatever, man. But I will not. So no, I will not be involved in getting anything because they were explaining to me what importance the Jamaican passport has, but I still don't see the need, to be honest, until I go there. I don't think it's so much of a thing that I need instant, they said when I'm coming back to Jamaica, I could just show them the passport and maybe the people deal with it a little bit better. The Asleys a little bit better. The Asleys a little bit less. But who cares, Let's leave that alone here, man. And just kill that story and let we talk about football, people. The Jamaican bar in Belgium. No, nothing like that, man. I have my Jamaican TR and everything, my old passport. Where's my old passport? Because I don't want any one of them boy to talk about me and the Jamaican. I still have my expired passport, people. So don't come and talk to me about me. I don't have any passport. I have my expired passport. Just the same, all right, on my table right here. You should send a complaint in Anthony, but I had two people that worked in the situation. They came on the channel, they helped me out, they figured it out, they got the information, and the hustle and bustle just, it don't worth it, man. I'm honestly, it don't worth it. It don't worth it. The amount of money I do lose in that time, I'm telling you, I might lose for my time over €1,000, over 1,000 euros in my time that I took to get everything done. So it don't worth it for me to go back in the next drama. Why me can't just wait one day to go to Jamaica and get it? Me can get it in one day. Me just pay whatever money it is and get it done. It's surely not going to be as much as what I paid now. Jason, it's surely not going to be as much. And if they say they want 2 new pictures, me take 15 pictures and let them have it. All right? Shows it on screen. Hold on. Jason, you there? Take over let me go for my things then, because them boy.
Yeah, man. I'm about, man.
I test if me not Jamaican. 1 second. Let me go for my expired passport and show them.
The people them really think the man not Jamaican, man gone for passport to prove himself. My gosh. While I'm gone for the passport, people, like up the video. Where they are giving us some information, a breakdown thing. So the least you can do is just like up the video. You understand? Yeah, man. Where say Nitro, him need for find the payola and give them and get it faster. Okay. Dr. Hero. The passport you have, is it in your real name? Well, we're gonna find out Dr. Hero because I'm gone feet. Robert Smith says Simon is the king when it comes on to Reggae Boyz commentary. Simon has been talking about potential Reggae Boyz players for a very long time. Okay.
Yeah, them a fight with me, so I have to show them, right? I have to show them.
Yes, they're asking if it's your real name on it and all these things,
Yes, it's my real name. I have my other things, So I have to go for all of my papers, my documents, and I send to them people and stuff here. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Robert Smith, JD, big him up, and say he was the first to do it, So I don't know why that comment was necessary, but yeah, we big up Simon.
Oh, Robert Smith said Simon is a king when it comes to Reggae Boyz. Simon has been talking about Reggae Boyz for a very long time. Robert Smith, but I've said the same thing. But I said I am the HD quality towards Simon old camera. So I think you can't deny that part. So, uh, this is the reason the ear is die. JD, a passport is a British book. No. I'm sure people look at this. Look at this. Look at all the pictures them. Look at all the pictures them that I sent. Show you. I sent over the top pictures. All right. So I'm not playing with you people. All of my papers that I had here. Don't play with me, people. Don't play with me. All right. Don't play with me, people. I'm still looking for the damn passport. Let me see if it's in this and back it. Yeah. So I can't. Every day I have to. I am the only person that every time I say something, I have to go for the proof to show them. Like, how much time I have to prove that I'm an honest person? And then everybody come tell a bag of lies and then can't prove nothing. You know? And then every day I have to be proving to these mans that I'm telling the truth. I just told you that the guys in the channel know that I'm talking the truth because they were the ones get the information from me. So why did I have to be fighting with these people?
Yeah, I think that's a sign of credibility. You like to say things and prove to people that what you're saying is fact.
Yeah, but me have to dig down all of my house now. For the passport itself. Me have all of it. Me have my birth paper, my stuff them right here. All of the papers, them people. Look, all of my papers them here. When you know Jamaican birth paper, so when you know my born in Jamaica, I'm gonna show you for the last damn time, people. See, I'm not gonna show you it. Let me can show you the back because when I like for stop pictures here. See, front, look, front. See, color. Let me make sure to change it. Show no. All right, look, color. Color, look. All right, so you can't talk. All right, yes. Stop talk now. All right, yes. I am not going to have to show anything more. Yes, because an act like say people have to show you all of my business them. Everything I buy, you don't want to know. I buy a new house, you don't want to know. You know? Because you're born in Jamaica, don't make you a Jamaican. You are a Jamaican born Belgian. Okay, wow. It's not that serious. Oh, yeah, no, they're serious. Oh, and that's how they deal with me, man. Yeah, that's how they deal with me. Every conversation, I have to make sure we prove everything, and then we can move back. So I have proven what I'm saying is accurate. Terrible service at the Belgian place.
JD,
Belgian Jamaica place.
Stefan say you mess up, you know, your boss is secret, you know.
No, I never showed nothing. They're lying. I twist the paper and show them the top, that's the color. They're lying, people. JD, all that not necessary. No.
The man them says an African paper you pull up, you know, Africa.
No. I only have 2 passports, people. I have 1 expired passport for Jamaica, and I have 1 Belgian passport. But I only have 1 set, and then I have my additional Jamaican documents. Yes. Yes, nothing like that, people. All right, so let me get back to the chopping up because we only have 30 minutes to the 2 hours. People, make sure you hit the like button and let me see how much people check in and how much views we are on. Because you see, if we need upon 500 views, God come. Oh, God, we can't complain, Jason. Live on more than 500. Sometimes I cuss these people, you know. And okay, we are over 100 people. Let it be 120 at least, you know. Yes, we have 30 more minutes. At least for the passport struggles. You know, big up yourself, JD. Guys always join you out. Yeah, but I can't see the passport.
Dr. Hira dry out. Don't listen.
No, man, I think me have it close by, you know, because me have it in one of them thing then. It can't be too far. Man. Me have a whole heap of organized things, you know. So it can't be too far. It has to be in one of those things, you know. Yeah. I want them back there. Oh, God. Okay, let me see if it's in this one.
JD.
Yeah.
I saw further up in the chat. You were kind of in the middle of something, so I never brought it up. But I saw somebody mention that both Anderson and Ronaldo Webster score for their club to make their team win 2-1 this morning in Macedonia League.
Nice. Good, my ball bust up the net. All right, that's nice. All right, yes. Anderson, good guy, you know.
And
Hard-working guy.
JD, if as we suspect, Antonio has trouble coming, do you
Yes,
think
that's what we
that
wanted to talk about.
one of Stewart or Anderson would be a good shout for that spot?
I think if they're willing to jump out, I think they should start make some preparation now. And don't wait until it's too late. To call the guys and give them a true opportunity to reach in, not jet lagged and stuff, and get the thing done. I honestly believe so. Yeah, that should be the aim. That should be him. Yeah, man. I will definitely take Stuart still over Anderson at this point. You know, because I just want him to get out of the way. I want him to show what he has. You know,
the skill set, yeah, the bigger body.
Yes, I want. Yeah, I think because I think he will offer a replica of Michail Antonio a little bit more than what my big baller will offer at this point, you know. And worst off, he's getting better training. I would want to see that because I truly want most of these guys, because I actually think that when we are here raving about Whispers going to Chelsea, I think we should be talking about Trevor Stewart a little bit more, because we're sure Trevor Stewart playing. You know?
I was surprised that the Sports Maxes and the TVJs, and I thought they would have more to say about it.
Yes, I think we should be focused on that a little bit more than the Chelsea situation. I know that true Mr. Butler came out and said that he's going to the first team, but I want to think that you guys took the wrong time out to not focus on that kid. I think he will make a much more faster impact than Whisper, because I don't think Whisper is going to be into the first team or about the first team thing. I think it's going to be, if he does make the first team, it's a one-off thing, and they try to fluctuate in between the billion players, because they have serious players down in the U21s as well that are first team players. They have to be fluctuating to find the right pieces here and there. So he's going to be a part of the fluctuation at best, and at worst he's going to be a part of the U21s. You understand me? So I think we should have been giving Stuart that limelight, because Stuart is there, and I think he might not improve on everything, but what he does have now is a threat. And with Dia and those guys from Senegal always creating chances, he will be scoring in the Italian league. You get me? But he will take his time to improve. I'm not saying he's the big baller, but that is a bigger move than Whisper going to Chelsea. I am very sorry, because I think you're going to see him, and he has the potential to actually get a few goals this year. Yeah. So I think we do him a bad service, people. I'm not talking about it because it's a good move. He's a young player just the same. And I do believe that it would have been nice for me to give him his highlight. It's okay. Let's talk about football.
That move to Salernitana was like right before the last window, right?
Yes.
As I remember at the time, I was saying to myself, as long as the guy can get into the match day squad and potentially get some minutes, I would probably call him for the next window. So when he got the game time last week and made the bench the week before, I was a little surprised that he didn't make the actual listing. But you know, I guess Romario showed enough in the last camp to where the coach didn't really want to drop him, especially with Romario going back to his club and playing really well.
And we have to be honest, Romario came on and did what most never did in the whole game.
He did more. Yeah, he did more in his 10 minutes than all the other strikers.
Everybody, yes, everybody. Yeah, so we have to be honest to ourselves, you know. Yeah, so I think he deserves his spot based on what he did. If anybody deserved their spot based on what they did, it would have been Romario Williams, you know, because you had to use that. Because his quality, his level, team that he's playing in is not the highest. So you would have to use something else to pick him. And I think if it's anyone with Michail Antonio out, I think it's Romario Williams I would have picked to do that job, people. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Dr. You're still accompanied by the passport. Dr. I promise you, I am going to have the passport ready for you in the next stream. Don't worry yourself. And people, do you want Making Jamaica Great Again series tomorrow? And it's on the PS5 EA Sports 24. Do you guys want that content, Crack? Let me know. All right, give me
No, what
around
them
10
want,
years.
JD.
They don't
Them
want
want
what
the
you want,
them
Jason.
want the
Liar
beat.
tell.
Them want the beat JD again.
No,
Jason
you're a
Guna
liar.
mashing him up.
You're a liar. And they don't want that. They never got nothing like that. You just want to make up
People in the
story.
chat. People in the chat. Would you rather watch JD play against the computer and build Jamaica side, or watch Jason Guna mash him up
Yep,
in the game?
but
Tell me.
I never want to play. You just want to play. You just buy your game for that. I buy my game for entertainment and playing manager mode. But I will still play, and make sure when I beat you tell the
JD,
people them, all right?
Me not come in like JFF. I can still develop my local side and bring in baller. Me can do both.
Okay, well, say what you want. Guys, I have not told people that I'm the greatest FIFA player. A lot of greatest people come here and say that, and I have won the games. So I will just not hype, but when the time come, once you hear the next party not speaking, because I won't speak on it, because I am the bigger person. Yes.
There's a fine line between hype and marketing. I consider this marketing.
Okay, all right. So we are going to bring Stefan. We are going to bring. I just want to play my game and make Jamaica great in the series. All right. So I'm gonna set up a few 10 minutes where in which I create something, create Jamaica in it, and try to buy them back. Just the same thing we did the other day. We can't use the girls because obviously it looks like FIFA and EA has some problems. So what we got in the last game. So maybe if I have to use Reggae Girls, I have to go down to the 23. But I have all of them on the system, so we can play whatever we want. All right? Yes. Listen to me now, Owen. I have not, but Owen, oh, is it I am getting cursing out when Jason, the aggressor? I have not said anything bad, I just said, beat the game and win your passport. Yeah, man. We're going to bring in. All right. One thing you're not giving me a break, man. Drop Kira in midfield with Amari'i. I'm telling you, see, that's the one thing now them can't beat me, because when I go for Kira Anderson, I'm going to find him. And when I go for the big bad Amari'i Hutchinson, I'm going to find him. And Jamaica will be crying out. All right, because I'm going to pick my 23. All right. Damian Lowe in the 23, so we can pick him. Jason, the guys, tomorrow we're going to make Jamaica great again. Don't miss it.
No,
I'm going to give you
JD,
revolutionary content.
You know what the fans going to ask you to not start it until January so that you can buy the one and only, the one Whisper Richards in the team.
What? I am not starting my game no January, because you see, if I wait to January and him not in it, me I tell you, the bad word me I cussing people now gonna know say me a Jamaican. All right, yes. Make Jamaica great again. Yes, it's coming back. You get me? If Ipswich acting like they want to go to the Prem, yes, they are doing very, very good, beating up teams. And Amari scoring and assisting, I think Damian Lowe, let me try and get it. FIFA ratings, so we're gonna set it up, guys. You're gonna truly EA 24. You're gonna truly.
I think all of them hover around 68 to 72, somewhere around there. So.
You're gonna truly
once some big coach start training them, them getting go up.
You're gonna once I do start and training them, they're gonna get better. So let me maximize it.
And
I know
JD, nobody put Joel Panno CDM development plan. Keep him in the back line, please.
No, I'm gonna make him good. So then we're not gonna pick Damian Lowe then. Because if what we're going to use are 3. Where are we going to build the Manchester City system? You think so? All right, so let me look for. Damian Lowe. Damian Lowe. Let me see Amari'i Hutchinson, because maybe them give him a big boost, you know. Damian Lowe, guys. Damian Lowe is a overall 68. All right. Damian Lowe is an overall 68. All right. Amari'i Hutchinson. Amari'i Hutchinson. FIFA bad minding? I don't think so. Ethan Pinnock supposed to get a big boost, you know, man. Amari'i Hutchinson is a 64. This will be upgraded, and he's a cam in the game, guys, because he's being played as a cam. So the cam that we want, Amari'i Hutchinson might be the guy to give you that. So 64 as a cam, and he's going to bump up to 68 very, very soon. All right, let me see Ethan Pinnock. Let me see what they're going to do, because if Ethan Pinnock don't reach close to a 80, God come, man, he has to be a 78 at least. The man can't. Oh, you see that, Jason? Ethan Pinnock is a 79 overall. You see, Jamaican.
That's probably one of the biggest jumps in the game from last year.
Oh my God! Ethan Pinnock jumped to 70.
He was 78. He was like a 70. He was like
73, 74, 72. Yeah, 72 to 74 with updates, and he's a 79 now. All right. No, he's rated very low, you know. He should have rated at 80, you know, because Maguire and the man there, you know. Yeah.
But I think, JD, you know, a lot of times, you know, it depends on where they're coming from. Because I noticed with EA, like, even if a man progress a lot, they still kind of take the time and boost it up, because they know that they're going to do the updates throughout the season, and they will get moved around, you know.
So Ethan Pinnock should be 80, 85, real life defender, 82, 83. Real life. Because the man defending at 80, you know, them say +4 in all of him stats them, and his physical at 82. All right? Yes. So that tells you he's actually that. Yeah, wow. Pinnock should be 85. Yes, I think 85, 82 to 85. But obviously he has to have the season again to go up to that.
And
if
a concentration there, they would have given him a 10.
Oh, I need to check on no. Oh, they said to check on Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey. All right. Leon
Bailey.
He's
81.
Leon Bailey is a 79.
79, okay.
79
so
rated.
He got down from last year.
Yes, he went down. Leon Bailey went down. But maybe the first patch, because he started the season good, so the first patch will have him higher. All right, but this is the official game rating that came out. So he's a 79. He's the same as Ethan Pinnock, which I call that blasphemy. Ethan Pinnock should be higher than Leon Bailey. You get me? Yes. But Leon Bailey started the season good, so Leon Bailey should be at 81. Ethan Pinnock should be at 82. All right?
What they gave Amari'i Gray?
Amari'i Gray? Let me see. Amari'i Gray. Let me see. Amari'i Gray.
Probably 79 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah, it has to be maybe 77. 77 they gave Amari'i Gray in a left midfield. Okay. Left midfield. 77 for Amari'i Gray. All right, so Leon Bailey. Antonio. I'm tapping Antonio.
He's probably the highest in the squad.
Antonio. Michail Antonio, 78.
Wow.
Oh, they're doing bad for a man that leads our entire. He was 1 goal behind in the Euros. Did well in the league. Did well in the cups. Started the season very good. I think they disrespected Antonio. All right, Antonio 78 as a striker.
Well, physical should have been 100.
He's supposed to have one of the highest physical. Let me see his physical. Because his physical should easily be 90.
You see the card now?
I'm pulling up. Okay, strength. Let me see strength. His strength is 86. This is his strength and his aggression. So these are the stats that made up his physical. So his strength and his aggression. Stamina, they dropped it to 70. Jumping 92. So he's jumping and his heading should be. Is it highest? No. I think his physical strength should be higher. You know? Finishing position.
It looks like the defending stats and stamina kind of pull him down overall. But everything is not a bad card, though.
Yeah, he's not a
A lot
bad
of
card
green.
still. 82 physicality. He's still a beast in the game, but I think he should have been higher in terms of that. Let me see. Bobby Reid.
Bobby Reid, probably 78 too. Or somewhere around there.
D-Cover Reid.
76.
A D-Cover, them call him. D-Cover.
Say, Stefan said FIFA move like JFF.
All right, because
D Cordova.
D Cordova. Yeah. No, when we put it that way, he's a 76. Okay. Bobby's a 76 and a right midfielder. All right. He's finishing 73.
Somebody, I don't know why them want to do this, but them say put Javian Brown.
Javian Brown might. The last time them rate him high. You know, Javian Brown.
He'll probably get low 70s. I would imagine.
Low 70s. 70s where?
Or high
66.
High 60s.
66, yeah. Brother. 66. One over the average. That is exactly.
Him have a bronze card.
Yeah, so let me see. Deshaun.
Shamar Nicholson. Or them go Shamar. That one I say too. Or them deal with Shamar.
Let me see if Bernard gets over Deshaun Bernard. All right, so
Stefan said Whisper get a 90.
Yeah, well, we will learn that first, you know. Deshaun Bernard. Where is Deshaun Bernard?
Put out in Manning Cup stats. So yeah, 99 him over it.
Deshaun Bernard is a 68 people. 68. I think after this move, Deshaun Bernard will be in the 70s next FIFA. All right? Next FIFA, 68 Deshaun Bernard at now. All right, so Shamar Nicholson, he should be in the game now, moving.
Well, he was in. Oh no, Russian.
No,
game,
because
so, yeah. Hopefully they have him. Yeah, because he add on. Yeah.
No, he's not in it as yet. So.
Yeah, they don't have the updated one. This is just like when the game first come out. So yeah.
Yeah. So Nicholson, we will check it after. We can't get Shamar Nicholson now.
Man. Make us see how them do the old man. Or Lemby and then Max.
Lemby Kisa is a 61. They started Lemby Kisa as a 61. I think that is kind of disrespectful for all that he did. His pace is 82. All right, so they put his pace ridiculously high. All right, fair enough. Mariapa.
His physical need to go up, man. He's not that weak.
Yes, I think they, because he just came in the game, that's why. But by the time he goes back to Wolves, Mariapa is a 64. Wow, centre back. All right, Mariapa is not bad, 64. Hector always get a high rating because he was a Chelsea player, you know. So Hector. Where is Mike? Michail Hector is a 70. Oh my God. So according to Michail Hector, I told you that Michail Hector always get this big high rating in FIFA, you know. And he's a long passer. He's very good at passing, for real. All right, his play style, he actually has a play style in the game. That is incredible.
Yo, JD and all the people in the chat, I forgot to run, but big up to yourself.
All right, take care.
Yeah, in the morrows.
All right, so Jamal Lowe, let me check Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe that come in the Jamaican team. Let's see. Jamal Lowe is a 70 as well, 85 pace. All right, so he come in the Jamaican team. Yeah, but he's good. Romario Williams won't be in the game, so make no sense. Yes. And Andre Blake will get a big boost. All right, so Andre Blake will get a big boost. All right. Roof is 73. All right, Andre Blake is a 78, guys. I think he deserves this. I think Andre Blake deserves this big rating. So he's a 78. So Andre Blake, honestly, we can say the best player we have. Oh, Kasey Palmer. Kasey Palmer is also highly rated, you know. So Jamaica team can actually be the best in the region, you know. If we get all of these, Kasey Palmer should be 70 odd. Ooh, they dropped Kasey Palmer to 69. That is not fair. Kasey Palmer normally be a 74 or so. All right, so Kasey Palmer, they disrespected Kasey Palmer. Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson. All right. Daniel Johnson is the 70 at Cam. Daniel Johnson is our best midfielder. Yes. Let me see if they have Ravel Morrison. No, they don't have Ravel. Ravel don't have a club. Maybe they put Ravel on. Ooh, Ravel Morrison in the game. So, how is that? Ravel Morrison in the game? Okay, he's still on DC United's book. Ravel Morrison is a 66. All right, Ravel Morrison is a 66 people. All right. Joel. All right, so Joel Latibodier. Latibodier is a 68. All right, highly rated player. Lambert should be in the game. Lambert should be in the game. Nope, Lambert is not in the game right there. Who else we short of? Bunny Shaw. Oh, Bunny Shaw is Shaw. Yes, Shaw is highly rated. Khadija Shaw is a 85 people. All right, so here you have it. That's why we can't play with the girls, you know. Yes, and our play style, aerial, press proven. I don't think they gave her the best play style, you know. Well, yeah, she press at times. Yes, 85 physical, 85 shooting, PS 69. Yep. All right, nice. All right, so Bunny Shaw won the day. But the best Jamaican footballer is Ethan Pinnock. Leon Bailey will get upgraded, but I think Pinnock should get upgraded close to Leon Bailey as well. Yes. So the best players are Michail Antonio, Ethan Pinnock, Leon Bailey, Damaria Gray, Andre Blake. And in real life, those are the best players. And Amari'i Bell. Oh, Amari'i Bell. Amari'i Bell should be highly rated. At least 74, Amari'i Bell. Amari'i Bell is a 71. 71 for Amari'i Bell right there, people. All right, 71. Yes. Spencer. Becky Spencer. Yeah, she should get a big boost, you know, Becky Spencer. Becky Spencer is a 76 goalkeeper. Yes. Khadija Shaw, I revived is 85, one of the highest rated player in the game. All right. Yes. And then Spence should be around 77. Drew Spence, 74 central midfield. All right. Drew Spence, 74. So Spencer is higher than Drew Spence, which that is accurate. All right. Yes. And then we have Swaby, Alice Swaby. All right, Swaby sisters. Okay, so I can make Jamaica girls team as well. Because we have all of the players, and Swaby is a 78. Wow. Oh, Swaby is a 78. Yes, Dishan, I've not gotten any updates as yet. 78, Swaby, Alison Swaby, and Alison. Yeah, both Swabys should be in it. Bernard, let me go back to Bernard. So Dishan Bernard is 68. He's still one of the highest rated Jamaican players. And I think by the end of the year, he's going to go in the 70s. By the first update. Yes. Swaby, a 78. So Swaby is one of the better centre-backs them. I told you Chantel Swaby at the past. See? Yeah, Chantel Swaby, yes. Alison Swaby. Putellas of Spain is 91 in the game. All right, so these are the highest rated players. Kylian Mbappe, Putellas, Haaland, the Brianna, Ban Mati from Spain as well. Killer with passing. Lionel Messi, 90. Sam Kerr, 90 as well. So for Jamaicans that think that Bonisha is better than Sam Kerr, nah. Karim Benzema, Kuta, Harry Kane 90, and then you have Caroline Hansen as well. That is surprising, but she is 90, yes. And Lewandowski, Salah, and Diani that we played against, and she should have scored 5 against Jamaica, but never scored none. Terrible finisher on that day, but she went on to lead the entire competition in goals contribution in the end. All right, yes, so she showed her skills. Yes, that is true. All right, Ruben Dias at 89, Vinny, Rodri as well, obviously City best team. And then you have Alex Morgan, 89. Don't think she deserved that. She dropped out big time. Ter Stegen, Van Dijk don't deserve a 89. Think Van Dijk is not far better than Pinnock. Very sorry. No, people will say I'm mad, but nah. Renard is a 88, people. This is Renard that we saw, big Renard, all right? Big Renard. She's getting older, all right? Defending, 91. Physicality, 84. She is everything what they put on this card. Play style, power header, long pass, jockey, aerial ability. Yes, she did jockey Shaw and took her out. And then Shaw took her out as well and got a red card. Yeah, man, Sam Kerr got our flowers, people. So, guys, that is just a taste of what we are going to get in the Making Jamaica Great Again. All right? Yes, man. All right? So, people, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Mac Entertainment said, JD, man them where you can't find in the phone game. Yes, we are not going to have one of the greatest in the game until we might have an update. That's if he is in the Chelsea main team. But that's what they said. So we are hoping that we can find him in the game. All right, and see how much he starts with. All right, put Bunny up front. No, we can't do that. We can't mix the man. Guys, let me know if we should mix the man and the woman team. But no, but we can't. In the career mode, we can't buy the ladies. I don't think they're in career mode. And remember, we have to do it like that so we can have the right budget to show that we are incompetent, Yes. All right. Marcella says Whisper will be 94 entering. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to reach 70 either. I think he's going to be like 65 max, 65 max. Hutchinson, let me see Hutchinson is how much. And Hutchinson has been known with them Hutchinson, Amari'i. And he is known. Obviously, his update will be higher. Amari'i Hutchinson. Amari'i Hutchinson is a 64 cam. I think Whisper would be maybe a 58, 55. Winger, right winger. Yeah, around 55 in right winger. Because you have to understand that it takes the knowledge of the game as well. And I do think they're going to drop that on his side, but he's going to have physical side will be beef up. Like Amari'i Hutchinson has a 71 in pace, which that is not true. Or Amari'i Hutchinson has rapid pace. Dribbling, 69. Think that is rapid. Next year, both of these are going to rise. Amari'i Hutchinson will be a 71 or 72 in his next card. Yes, don't think he will be over 60. Around 55 starting. Like Maggie had a 58, something like that. That's what Maggie started with a 50 So I think if he gets a 55 to 60, if he gets a 61 card, that would be impressive. And if you're at Chelsea team, I think you might get a boost being at Chelsea. Yeah, so let's see. Let we don't doubt how much he's gonna get. Yes. All right. Let's see. All right. So people, we have came to the end of the super crack series. We brought down Pinnock with his masterclass. I'm gonna post the stats separate. Yes, with his masterclass performance, obviously still led to the goal that Manchester United got 3 points that they never deserved. Bobby Reid on the score sheet and several others we have dealt with throughout this game, this stream. So make sure to smash the like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and continue to support what we do here. All right? Yeah. Girlz, me run to eat the food now, because remember, me giving you 2 hours, 2 hours, 18 minutes, Girlz. So check up on the next one. So tomorrow, series 2 of the breakdown. All right, Rastas. Peace out.